everyone, it's Michelle Thomas from Revitalize Health Solutions in Palm Harbor, Florida. I'm going to do a series now about IVs. I'm going to talk to you about some different IVs. I hope everyone that watched my series on mold or biotoxin illness learned a lot and enjoyed the content that we posted. If you have any questions, of course, you can reach out to us. But this next series is going to be about some different IVs. I know there's a lot of places that are offering IVs right now, and there are differences in quality and quantity, and so I want to touch base a little bit about that. I want to talk today about IV vitamin C. Vitamin C has many benefits in the body. Doses of IV vitamin C can be taken in much larger quantities than you can eat vitamin C. So a lot of people will ask me, well, why can't I already take 500 milligrams or 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C? Isn't that good enough? Can't I just take more? So what happens is vitamin C is essentially ascorbic acid, which acid in and of itself is very irritating to the lining of the gut. And the lining of the gut will actually get ulcers or get little holes in it if you take in too much oral vitamin C. So it's really important that when you need high dose vitamin C for some of the reasons that we're going to talk about, that it does go in via IV. So you can do much, much higher doses compared to maybe 250 oranges. You can eat 250 oranges and still get not all of the vitamin C that you can get in an IV infusion, if that puts it into perspective for you. So IV vitamin C, it is a vitamin. Your body uses it to make the stress hormone called cortisol. And cortisol has some important roles in our body. It gives us energy. It helps to regulate our sleep-wake cycle. It also helps us when you are emotionally under stress, whether it's good or bad. So you can have a positive stress that causes you emotional stress, or you can have a bodily or physical stress, such as a surgery or an injury, that your body needs cortisol to help you heal from. And we need vitamin C to make cortisol. So there is a cascade of events that leads to something called adrenal fatigue. So when people use up all of their cortisol in their body because they've got a lot of emotional stuff going on or some of these physical things going on, your adrenal glands that make cortisol will get tired, and then that in turn leads you to start feeling tired. Oftentimes people will be tired during the day, and then when it's time to go to bed, they will be very awake at night and can't figure out why they're exhausted all day and can't sleep all night. And that is a phenomenon called adrenal fatigue, which leads us back to what vitamin C can do for that condition. So when you infuse high doses of vitamin C through the veins, it is much more effective and does help the body produce more cortisol to feed those adrenal glands and kind of get them working in the way that they're supposed to. There's also other benefits. IV vitamin C, especially at high doses, can be a great immune booster. It can fight off a cold or some of the viruses that you may have heard of that we have going around. It can help to give you energy. If you're feeling a little maybe under the weather, maybe you have been exhausted, getting some intermittent vitamin C can also help on an ongoing basis. It can help to restore your daytime energy, and sometimes even once that energy comes back, your insomnia will disappear as those cortisol levels level up. So it can also help patients pre and post surgery. I tell my patients that are having surgery, come in and do a series before you go in for surgery, and then come a week after, once all of your clotting levels are cleared, come back and let us help heal those wounds. It will help to heal tissue and get you back in business. I personally had surgery about 2 years ago, and I did a series before and did my first IV very shortly after, and I had great results with the healing of my incision and really just with the immune boosting components that I felt. So I like it. Vitamin C has large antioxidant properties. It can prevent damage on the cell from exposures that we have, toxins in the environment. So it is a high level antioxidant. It does protect your DNA. So at the cellular level, it can boost collagen levels. So anybody that has concern about aging or skin quality, it can boost your body's natural ability to produce collagen. So that is great. There is a lot of use for IV vitamin C with cancer and cancer treatments. That isn't something that is FDA approved, and so I will say this, we often will help people that are undergoing cancer treatments or that have cancer, that are working with oncologists or working with other medical professionals. We will work synergistically with them because IV vitamin C, again, can help with quality of life issues, it can help with sleep, it can help with energy, it can help with immune boosting. So we never profess to cure cancer or any kind of things like that, but we definitely work with cancer patients in trying to help with their quality of life and help them feel good while they are going through other traditional treatments if that's the path they are on. We at Revitalize Health are happy to talk to you more about our infusion protocols. They are all individual, and so everybody's infusion is mixed up for them at the time of their visit based on what their blood work shows and based on what they need and how they feel. Patients with a G6PD deficiency should not have IV vitamin C. It can cause the destruction of red blood cells. Patients that have kidney failure or that get kidney stones should also not utilize vitamin C. And patients with hemochromatosis, because those cells, those red blood cells, can absorb iron too quickly and can interfere with vitamin C. So if you are a candidate with any of these conditions, you may need to have an alternative type of IVs, which there are alternatives, but just wanted to make you aware of that. Some of the reasons why the prices of IV infusions are different. When they are not administered by practitioners in a medical facility, oftentimes the vitamin C can be in much lower quantities. So people will come and say, I've had IVs done before, I've had vitamin C done before, and it really didn't do anything for me. That is because they are not given in pharmaceutical grade dosing, and that can make a big difference. So when you're under the care of a functional medicine practitioner, they can give you much higher doses because they can monitor and know what to look for, versus going to someplace where everybody gets the same dose and it's a low dose, and yes, you can feel good from just the IV hydration, but it's not actually treating the adrenal gland and giving that adrenal gland the ability to produce more cortisol. So I just wanted to clarify that for you as to where you should go, why you should go there, and who should not get IV vitamin C. Give us a call today, 727-342-0999, or follow us at revitalizehealthsolutions.com. Thank you.